side.
Hello guys, it's Tiger 1286 and welcome back to another episode on the NightOwl server. And if you remember, last episode we worked on this dealio right here. Holy smokes, portals are loud. We got our nether tunnel all worked out here for the platform city, and I think it looks fantastic. You guys seem to think it was pretty good as well. Got a few comments saying it was kind of bright. It is bright, but I kind of like that. That's kind of what I was going for. I wanted it to be nice and bright because the platform city is nice and bright, and also there's some nice contrast, I think, between the darkness of the nether brick and the brightness of the quartz and white glass, and of course the sea lanterns as well. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. If you think that there is any like changes that could be made that you think would make it look better, let me know. But I think for the most part it's pretty solid piece of work there. But yeah, so today what we're going to be doing is we're actually not going to be working over here. We're going to be working out in our new base, or side base, I guess. I kind of view these interchangeably. We're kind of going back and forth between the two main bases right now. Still have so much junk in here as far as junk goes. Alright, yeah. So I'll meet you guys over at the new base. I've done a little bit of work off camera. Not a huge amount, but just a little bit. And I can show you guys what I've done over there. And we can get to work on doing some other stuff. I've got some plans for today. Yes, I do. Man, I have got to get a nether tunnel out here. It is taking way too long to walk out here every time. But we are finally here. We've got our tower over here, our farmland. Why am I running? Stop running. My keyboard's stuck there for a second. I've done a little bit of work here, not a whole lot. I expanded the road down this way to our little storage area. Very temporary storage area, I must say. Expanded the farm a little bit. I'm not quite sure what I want to do. I was testing to see. It looked a little bit strange having the tilled soil right next to the path. It kind of made the path kind of look raised up a little bit, like you can see there, and I didn't really like that, especially when it was next to the grass. So I'm testing using some fences around the fields, and I think I actually like that. So I ran out of fences, but I'm going to circle all the wheat fields or farmland with spruce fences because I think that it looks pretty nice. As far as the tower goes, I haven't done a whole lot more with it. I did work a little bit, very, very, very slightly, on getting some of the floors in place. I need to get some ladders, though. I have not put those in yet. And actually, we could probably do that together really quick here. But I just want to show you what I did end up doing. I swapped out the floor here with some stone similar to what we have in the walls. We're going to have a ladder here up to the floor. Now the floors, I went with kind of a... I wanted it to look kind of old and weathered, so I kind of mixed the dark oak with the spruce wood to kind of give it a like a stained look. I don't know how you would to really describe it, but I think it looks pretty nice. We've got a window there, and I'm thinking I'm going to put a little ladder here as well. Maybe put my bed up there. I'm not sure yet what that's going to be, but it's just kind of like a nice little overhang area where I can look out that window there. And actually, let's... I should have grabbed some ender pearls before I left. That would have been a good move, but not too much of a problem. Let's head down here. Ouch, ouch. And grab us some letters. Or ladders, not letters or letters. We'll use some of this. I need to chop down some more trees, I believe. I think that is a thing that I'm going to have to do. There we go. 27 ladders should be more than enough. And let's sleep off the night while we have a chance here. Come on. I know it's getting nighttime. There we go. Don't lie to me, man. It is definitely night. Alright guys, so what we're going to be doing today after we put these ladders in is we're going to be working on a bit of a bridge right here from this side of the mountain over to there. Now what I could do is I could make a couple little small bridges with like paths along the top of the mountain, but I think that it would be a whole lot cooler just to kind of span the entire section of this area here with a big old giant bridge. And I think that's going to be pretty cool. And I've looked up some pictures online of bridges and stuff, and I'm going to be modeling it after. Actually, it's not a bridge; it's an aqueduct in Wales called the Point Cursulti Aqueduct. It was built by Thomas Telford in the 1800s. It was one of the first iron. Actually, it was the first iron aqueduct to be built. It was based on the principles of iron bridges, which were fairly new at that time as well, and Thomas Telford also expanded on that concept as well. So just a little bit of history there. And obviously I'm going to be taking some creative liberties with it. I'm not going to be using iron blocks because of the iron, just because I don't think iron blocks will look very good. So we got a ladder here. Yeah, I also might model it. Oh no! Those are stairs. I can't place ladders on stairs. Okay, so I may need to... What are you? You're kind of necessary. Which way were you facing, actually? I kind of need to go outside now to place this back. Dang it. Dang it. Oh, frick. This is going to be tricky. How am I going to get this back? I don't have any scaffolding. Let me up here. Just get out of my way. There we go. Okay, I see what I need to do. Just pop that in, like so. I'm also might model the bridge. That transition, though. Yeah, so I'm going to have to figure something else out with the ladders. But I'm also going to be maybe modeling the bridge a little bit off of the Lake Helia bridge in Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, because I think that bridge is pretty cool. And I liked it when I played that game. So yeah, so I'm gonna get to work, clear out my inventory, maybe get some supplies going, and then we'll start working out the shape a little bit of it. And I think it's gonna be pretty fun, pretty cool. So I will be back very shortly. Alright guys, so the first thing that we need to do is figure out where we want the bridge to come across. And I'm thinking that right here, in this spot right here, where it's 5 wide across right there, it was naturally like that, and it lines up pretty well with the side of the mountain over there. So I think that we're going to just kind of bring the pathway across right here. And obviously, I'm not going to keep it the same as this, but I think that the blocks that we're going to use are going to be andesite and cobblestone, because they meld pretty well together, I should say, and they provide just enough of a different texture to kind of keep the pattern varied up a little bit so it's not completely boring. So that's what the path is going to be. It's going to be a fairly wide bridge, 5 blocks wide, and there's going to be some detailing on the side, I'm sure. But this is where it's going to come across, and it's going to take me a little bit of time to build this out and across. So I'm going to cut for that. But yeah, so I'm considering how we're going to get the path up here, and I think that the way that we're going to do that is obviously we're going to flow it down this way. And I was considering whether or not it would be better just to split it off that way and make like a really steep staircase up this slope, but I think that it might work better if we run it along the ridge here and tie it in over here. I think that this is going to be our best bet. It's still going to be kind of tricky getting it up the slope, but I think it's going to be easier to make it look good than it will be just having a straight up staircase over there. And plus we might be able to get some buildings in the sides of the mountains here. So that's what I'm going to do for that. Don't know if I'll get it done today, but at some point that's the plan for a road through here. So I'm going to extend this bridgeway out, and then we'll work on figuring out the support beam things. I don't know what they're called, but the big beams that are going to support up the bridge. So yeah, I'll be back when I've got this all sorted. Alright guys, so I've more or less finished up laying out the top side of the bridge here. I've marked out some spots here along the bridge, and these spots are going to be where the pillars are down below, as well as I'm going to have some archways on the bridge to kind of break things up even further. As you can see, I did my standard 3 blocks, then break it up, 3 blocks, break it up pattern here. And even further, we're going to have 3 of these sections and then break it up with a with an archway. So just to kind of keep some variation going in the design, and I think I've got these all laid out properly. It would appear so. So we're going to work on getting one of these sections of the archways done, as well as hopefully figuring out something to do for one of the pillar sections. And I don't think that we really need pillar sections here. Mainly we need them for the areas in the center of the bridge, so we'll need one here, here, and here. So we'll need 3 big pillars. Ooh, look at that. The tower looks really nice at night with the glowing of the torches through the slats there. So that looks pretty cool, I have to say. Very happy with how that turned out. But let's get to work on one of the arches if we can. So I'd like the arches to be about 3 blocks wide if I can manage it. So we're gonna try and make these look pretty decent if we can. They're probably going to... I don't want them to be too bulky, but I want them to be pretty big, actually. It doesn't help that the bridge is not lit up. These guys are kind of annoying. I've had a few explosions where I've had to clean up stuff. No! Oh, okay, good. That really would have upset me. Okay. Let's just do it. Alright. Let's just work out one of these sides first, shall we? So something like that. Which is, I don't mind that, actually. It's not bad. Maybe, nah. I want to keep that. But maybe we can, bring it out a little bit further on the outside here. And, give it some more detail in that fashion. Perhaps we could, we're gonna want to bring it up here. Let's just get a general shape laid out with cobblestone first, shall we? So we've got that. Seems maybe a little bit high. Something like that. No, I liked the previous height better, actually, now that I look at it. Alright. Something like that. Then that. Alright, so something like that is sort of a shape we're looking at here for the archways. Yeah, I like that. So now we just need to kind of figure out how to decorate it up. So I'm going to do that off camera, actually, because this is going to be kind of tricky. A lot of back and forth placing of blocks and trying to make sure everything looks proper. But then we will show you what it looks like. Alright, so I messed around with it for a little bit and found something that I think looks pretty good. I just threw these iron bars in about a second ago. I'm not entirely convinced, as well as this trapdoor. We definitely need some sort of light there. I just wasn't sure whether or not we want the glowstone to be showing, because I think glowstone's our best option in this build. I don't think sea lanterns will really work all that well, to be honest. But so that's what we have going there. I also added some iron bars and put some slabs on top of here. It's not going to be too hard to like take these out or put them in, so I'm not sure if I like them or not, so I'm going to leave it up to you guys whether or not you think that I should keep those in. So just leave me a comment along with the rest of your comment if you do choose to comment, saying whether or not you think I should keep these iron bars along the sides of the bridge here. I think it adds maybe a little bit. I don't know, though. Actually, let's take a look from the outside, shall we, and see see how it looks from there. Oh, I should have grabbed some ender pearls. I always forget that. I went back to my platform city to grab some glowstone because I don't have any out here, and I meant to grab some ender pearls as well. You know what? For now, at least, I think I do like the iron bars there. Although, wow, my frame rate! Holy smokes! Whoa! Cut it out, man! Stop it! Stop with the choppiness. Alright, looks like it's evened out a little bit. I don't know what the dealio was there. I do have Google opened right now, so I can look at just a few different bridges to kind of get some ideas. Maybe if we do something like that, might look kind of neat. Something like that, perhaps. So we've got 3 designs. We've got 1, 2, and 3. Which one do you like the best? 1, 2, or 3? That is your job. Tell me which one. Or we could even put slabs on top of that, but I don't think it's really necessary. So something like that, maybe. So I'm gonna put the rest of these break them up sections, overhangs in, and then we will work on throwing in some of the pillars, or not pillars. I don't know what you would call them. Support beams, I guess. Not really. Yeah. I will be right back. Alright, so I've put in all of these overpasses here, and I think it looks pretty cool. I just went with the 3rd design. I'll change it to whatever the comments say, but I just figured I'll keep it this way for now, and we'll see how it looks. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Now, over here might cause a little bit of a problem. I might need to change this section up a little bit, kind of maybe tie it into the mountain better, and maybe make some sort of doorway into the mountain, because we're going to have our kind of like castle-y area sort of in this section of the mountain range. That's sort of what the bridge is for, is to kind of lead into a grand entrance to the castle. So that's the plan there. Now what we really just need to do is figure out the, oh god, that sheep scared me, mountain sheeps. We need to get the, what are they called, man? I keep forgetting what they're called. They're not support beams. They're not pillars. I don't know. The big structures, the big holding the bridge up things, that's what we need to do now. So we're going to work out, hopefully, one of them together, at least the base of one. It's going to take a while to get the whole thing done, but, alright, the tricky part is finding the center of it. So we know the center is it's about here. Come on, let me place. There we go. I should probably sleep off the night. I went back and got some ender pearls and repaired my tools because they were getting kind of low. So that took a little bit of time, but now at least I don't have to worry about my picks and stuff broken. So that is always good. Get out. Bye. Have a nice day. Oh, gosh dang it. I forgot to mention that another creeper blew up my chests. So now I need to get another bed. And quite quickly. Come on. Where's some wood? I can use this. 1, 2, 3. Not 4. 1, 2, 3. Quickly. And go. Oh, I saw you. I saw you very much so. There we go. Hey, we could sleep. There aren't any monsters nearby. That is always nice to hear. All right. So what do we need? I came back here to sleep and to grab some more andesite, and we're gonna need some of this as well. I believe. Let's go ahead and grab some cobble as well. We might end up using some of it. I want to keep most of the support section stone and andesite because those are kind of like the solid-looking blocks, whereas cobble is kind of broken up. You don't really want that for your supports. It'll make it look very, very rickety, which is not what we're going for here. We're going for a very strong, sturdy bridge, and we're going to work out the one in the middle first. So we know that it's going to be at least let's see, 1, 2, 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be about this long. So we don't want to make it, we probably at least don't want to make it symmetrical, or it'll start creeping in on the other pillar. But we can probably bring it out, well, yeah, probably around here. This actually might be symmetrical and might work out just fine as it is. Alright, frame rate dropping low again, but that's okay. So yeah, it's kind of okay. I kind of don't like it being just plain old square though. I kind of want to add some detailing into it, a little bit of fanciness. So what we're going to do is, instead of having it be a square, we're going to make it kind of this shaped, if we can pull it off. A little bit of a circle, not really a circle. I mean, you can't get circles in Minecraft, technically speaking, but a little bit of a circle. This is from the Helia Lake Bridge design, is what I'm drawing that from a little bit. This is going to end up looking nothing like the, what's it called? Point Cursolte aqueduct. That was kind of an inspiration, but my creative deviations up there are going to kind of draw that away from what it actually looks like. If I just kept it straight without the overpasses there, it might have looked a little bit closer. Alright, so I'm going to cut real quick, get this worked out just a tiny bit, and we will be right back. Alright, so I've worked out a portion of the first tower here, and what I've decided is that these towers are going to be two-tiered, and by that I mean is that they're going to follow this pattern up to a point, and then once they reach about the halfway section, they're going to get a little bit bigger, and, well, not necessarily bigger, but they're going to kind of sort of start to branch out a little bit and connect with the other towers to form kind of like archways. So that's what's going to happen there. So for this first section here, I've got it so it's kind of a diagonal, or it's kind of this shaped a little bit. So on a diagonal, or not on a diagonal, it is a diagonal with these cobblestone walls in the corners to kind of circle it out just a little bit. I know I said I didn't want to use cobblestone, but I think the cobblestone walls are actually okay here. I think that they'll do just fine. Now for the second part, it's going to be fairly similar. Basically just what I'm going to do is, I'll show you right here. Why don't we just work it out a little bit together. It's kind of hard to make that jump there, but we did it, so it's all good. Instead of having the single branch here, we're going to have two branches, or two pillars, I guess you could say, with a single pillar behind them. And I think that that will work out pretty well. We're also going to add in an actual full pillar here instead of the cobblestone walls. And I think that that's going to work out pretty well. So why don't we just work out this one side together. And the way I've been doing this is just kind of pillaring up one of these at a time, just kind of varying stone bricks, more stone bricks, and then throwing in an andesite every few blocks, or every couple or so, you know? So, yeah, so I'm not quite sure what I want to do up here yet to connect it with the bridge itself. For now, we'll just kind of carry up the pattern and see how that works out. We'll probably end up changing it if it doesn't look good. Well, we'll definitely end up changing it if it doesn't look good, but we may or may not end up changing it if it does look good. Alright. I'm good at speaking, by the way. I don't know if you guys know that. Let's get rid of that. Pillar this up with that and that, and yeah. Now I've kind of screwed myself. Where am I going from here? Okay. I think, yeah, that'll work. It was a little painful, but it will work. Alright. And then we can bring like so. We're gonna only do this for this one side of it. We're not gonna do it for the whole thing. That would take way too long to do on camera, and I've got other stuff that I'd like to do with you this episode as well. So, yes. And let's just see how this is looking to be, because it might not be looking great. I don't know. You know, that is not bad. I actually really like how that ties into the overpasses there. Get out of here, man. This is not your time. This is my time. This is my time to shine. I'll set you on fire. Now you're bright. You're burning bright. You're shining bright. How do you like it? I'm freestyle rapping. I'm very bad. I don't know what I'm talking about. My commentary is all crazy. But yes, that's it right there. And then on these other sides, we'll kind of try and, like, after we get all the pillars together, pillars going up, we'll try and kind of curve them in together, and we'll see how that ends up looking. So I'm going to work on this for a while longer. I'm very happy with how that turned out. I'm feeling it. I am feeling it. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes. Alright guys, so I've worked on the bridge quite a bit here, but unfortunately I have run out of stone bricks of all things, so we're going to take a little bit of a break from that for today. We still might finish it up. I might take a cut here in AFK and at the smelter and smelt up some cobble or something like that, but for now there's some other stuff that we need to take care of out here, and the first and foremost of which is getting some lighting around, because monsters, they spawn everywhere, and it's getting pretty bad. So I would like to kind of figure out some sort of lighting system. Sorry, I get so distracted when people talk to me in the chats. It's like I'm trying to talk to you guys, and I like people talking to me in the chat, but it's very distracting. Yes. My platform base, it's very south of that. It's, yep, just a little bit south of that. Like a few hundred blocks or so, if you guys didn't know that. Takes a little while to walk. But let's see. Oh my gosh! So many people! So many people! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. So maybe we, not that. Maybe just something like that. Some very basic street lamps or something. I don't like it. South of my platform city thingy. Couple hundo blocks. I can't speak or so. Yes, but I don't like that very much. I don't. All right. Just don't read the chat. Just don't read the chat. I will get distracted if I read the chat. All right, let's just try maybe some fences. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Just please place. For the love of goodness. There we go. Something like that. And then maybe we can pop a glowstone there. And that's a little bit low, actually. Maybe we pop it there. Something like so. And just have him hanging over the street. My FPS is all over the place. And it's really starting to irritate me. I don't understand why. Alright, get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, you know, it's not terrible. It's just something. It'll work. It'll do fine. So I'm gonna put these guys all over the place, and I think Kami and Micro are gonna come down and take a look at what I'm doing. So I'll talk with them for a little bit, and I'll get back to you, and we'll continue doing some work around the place. But yeah, I'm not sure what I think about that. Might change it up a little bit. Alright guys, I'm back, And Micronique and Kamikaze and Chad, they all came over here, and they were very generous, and they ended up gifting me quite a bit of stone and andesite, so we should actually end up being able to finish up the bridge today, which I'm very happy about. However, while they came over, I started experiencing some extreme lag, the worst lag that I've ever seen on the server, actually. I have no idea why that is, but I ended up getting killed, and they were able to recover most of my stuff, but I did lose my Silk Touch pick, which I was very sad about because I just recently made that and repaired it as well. So that was kind of disappointing, but nothing that can really be done about that too much. So yeah, I mean, not too big of a deal. I've got a bunch of picks and stuff at my old base. I just need to go get them, or find one that works. But I put in a bunch of these lamp posts, and I don't know if you noticed, but I've got them going up the ramp as well, so that's pretty good. Did a little bit of work on the tower there. I'm fairly certain that I showed you guys that actually, though. So I'm going to actually get to work on the third tower, show you guys what that looks like, and then hopefully figure out a design or of some sort for the undersections there, the little archways. I'm not sure how big I want them to be. I'm thinking, though, that because it's such a narrow space in between there, it might be best to kind of make them almost kind of pointy, kind of steep and jagged a little bit. Also, after looking at this a little bit, I'm saying also a lot, but I think I am going to change up the what are they called? The walkthroughs a little bit, make them a little bit taller. So they'll be pretty much the same. I just want them to be a little bit taller. I might make them, might give them a little bit of detailing up the sides, a little bit from these points to kind of tie them in better to the structural supports there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll get back to you after I've done quite a bit of work, and then we will see what she looks like when she's all finished. Alright guys, so I've been working on the bridge. In total, this project has taken me, this is probably the longest project that I've ever worked on in a single day, which is crazy to think about. It's crazy that I actually finished it today, because I wasn't expecting to, but thanks to Micro, Kami, and Chad, who came and brought me a bunch of supplies to finish this off, I was able to get the job done. And I have to say, this is probably one of the better things that I've built in the game, if not the best. It's not leading to anything yet. It's just kind of a random, pointless bridge, but it looks pretty cool, so that's a thing. And I know you guys are probably pretty eager to see it. So let's head around the corner here, keep our head tilted down, give it a bit of a grand reveal. You can kind of see the base of it a little bit, and slowly look up, and whew! There's almost too much detail. No, I can't say that. I actually am really happy with how it turned out. I just kind of threw up some patterns, kind of tested a few things, and I'm really glad with how it turned out. It looks pretty epic, I have to say. I kept most of these overpass sections the same, except for the entrance and the exit. Or, I don't know if there'd be an entrance and an exit, really. I mean, that's going to eventually be the entrance and... Oh, no! God dang it. That's going to eventually be the entrance into our castle thing, but yeah, let me just fix this up real quick. Yeah, so it took me probably a solid 10 plus hours to get this thing put together, so yeah, that's, it was substantial, pretty substantial. Let's head up there so we can, kind of see what it looks like from up top, and, maybe let's sleep off the night first so that we can see it in daylight as well, because, plus there's all these mobs around, and I don't want to, have any unnecessary damage to my property. I actually really like how the, ever since I put these lamps in, the bottom of the platform here kind of glows. That's pretty neat looking, I think. I mean, the bridge looks pretty cool all the way from over here as well. We'll get a better view once we get to the top here. I still haven't worked out the inside of this tower. It's probably going to be something I work on in between episodes, or maybe make like a short episode or something. but let's sleep off the night here. Maybe we can take a peek at what it's like from one of the upper windows, if we can make it up there. Might be kind of hard, but we can give it a shot. Alright, let's see if we can, we don't have any more pearls, so let's just pillar up real quick. Up to the top window here, that's looking out this way. Take a look, and yeah, yes, that's fantastic. So it's just another thing out here, another nice view to look at, which is what I'm going for with this place. I want to have a lot of pretty much just aesthetic-based builds. Not a whole lot of function, really, but it looks pretty freaking awesome. All right, let's head on up top to it. Still need to get a road in place, of course, but yes. Oh my gosh. The terrain is really, like, not good through here, but it's about as good as I can get it until I get the road there. So this is what I ended up doing with the entrance. Just kind of made it taller, gave it some spires. Oh, by the way, guys, I figured out, I remembered what these kind of like archways are called. They're called trusses. That's the technical term for it. I couldn't remember for the entire episode until now, and I finally remembered. But yeah, so take a nice little walk. There's still some snow on the bridge. I'm not sure if I want to leave it or not. But yeah. Actually, well, another thing that I do plan on doing is adding in some jukeboxes and crafting benches along the bridge to kind of act as crates, kind of piled up along the sides, kind of like what Cirque did in his fishing, or the I forget what he called it, the Surf and Turf restaurant. That's what it is. Similar to what he did there. And if you haven't checked out Cirque, go check him out, because he builds very nicely. Very nicely. I picked up a lot of ideas and just techniques from watching his videos lately. But yes, so that's going to do it for today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. As always, if you did, remember to leave a like and a comment, especially for the amount of time I put into this build. One of the most time-consuming that I've had to do. At least it was cheap resources. That's one thing that I do have to say. But yeah, next episode, episode 50. I've got something a little bit special planned. Nothing too special, but I think you guys will enjoy it nonetheless. So anyways, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bullseye.